Hi guys, I'm Lisa Jones and I'm a designer here at Sizzix, and I wanted to pop on here today to talk you through one of my latest die designs that's come out as part of the Sizzix Chapter 1 release. So this one is called the Layered Spring Flower, and it follows on from previous layering die sets I've done. I've done a winter flower and I've done a rose, and they all kind of layer in the same way. So I just wanted to give a quick video just to show you how to assemble them, and also some inspiration as well. So I'll just change over to the overhead camera so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is the die set. I've just taken it out of the packaging. You can see here it's got 11 dies, and from the packaging image that I've created out of Sizzix Cardstock, you can see that we've got two different flower options, the spring flower and the tulip with the long leaves, and then this stem here. And each flower has got 3 layering parts to it. So the dies that you're getting in this set, I'll show you this first one. You can kind of see that there's an emboss rule on the base piece that shows you where to put the next one. And I've grouped these as best as I can onto dies, so like the tulip especially has got quite a few kind of smaller pieces for the second and third layers, and I've grouped them together so that you know which pieces go where. So what I've done to show you what you're getting is I've cut them all out of just smooth white cardstock. You can see I've already put this together, but let me just separate it out for you. So this is just out of white card, just because I wanted to show you these crease rules in better detail. So this is the first flower, and you can see here it's got like those markers to show you where to put your second layer. And all these pieces are kind of easy enough to guess where they go. You can kind of see them just by looking by eye, but if you need a little bit of guidance, you can refer to the packaging image, or you can also look at the crease rule. So this piece here fits perfectly in that shape marker there on the first layer. And then there's another little one there for where that centre goes. So you're getting 3 layers and 3 pieces with the first flower. With a tulip, you've got a base piece, and then on the second layer, you've got these 2 pieces here. And then on the third layer, you've got all these little highlight bits here that are really easy to assemble once you know how, so I'll show you that. Then you've got 2 stem options. This one is just like a plain one. This one has got leaves with a secondary layer here, and this long leaf here as well. You can see how that one has also got the crease rule, and then you would pop that in its place on top like so. So I just wanted to show those out of white, just to show everything that you're getting in the set. But then I've also cut them out of Sizzix coloured cardstock from the Colour Story. And you can see here I've chosen colours that are going to work for the final make. And what I've done is I've used these Sizzix adhesive sheets, and I've already popped them on the back of the card before cutting it, so they are ready to go there. So I've already got those adhesive backs there. So I'll start with the leaves because that's easy enough. I've done this one already. It just had that one secondary layer on the leaves. And then this stem, and like I've left the stems like not joined like this, so you can mix and match, you know, if you wanted to put it on an angle, if you wanted to use the leaf one. I've kind of left that up to you by not having them joined as flowers. And this long leaf here, I'm gonna stick this down and show you. So I might need my tweezers for this to get this off. These adhesive sheets are great for just non-mess sticking. So there we go, peel that off. And then I'm just going to follow this crease rule. So I'm going to start at the bottom there, stick that in place like that. And that just gives it a little bit of dimension on that layering piece. And like you could ink these, you know, you could ink the edges with some distress inks. You could use different paints, watercolors, you can do anything you like with them, but it's really nice actually just made out of cardstock like this as well. So they're the leaves, easy enough. Then this flower is also pretty easy. So I've got the purple hues here, and what's great about the Sizzix Colour Story is you've got different hues of the same colour that is great for layering like this. So again, these adhesive sheets are making life so much easier. So I'm just going to peel that off, place this. You can see the crease rule there, I'm just going to start. You can kind of tell without the crease rule, you can see that this corner shape here is the same as this corner. So if I just kind of start from that corner and stick that in place like that. And then the third one, I've just got this yellow center. Peel that off. And again, you can see the crease rule there. I'm just going to pop that there. There we go. And like I said, you can put these however you want to. I'm going to think I'll put that one in that direction with this one, I think. And the tulip. So again, 3 layers. This is the base layer with all the crease rules. And this is the second layer here, which is in 2 pieces. So you can see, like, even if you're not sure which way they go, you can kind of see where it goes based on the base layer shape. So I'll peel that off. And again, start at the bottom there and join that like that. And the reason I've done this is, like, I've designed this kind of based on inspiration from the real flowers, and you know, tulips have got the lovely kind of coloured edges of the petals, and I just couldn't do it with one layer, so I wanted to kind of show the depth of the flowers with these layers. And that's why I've got like so many pieces on the top one here, because you can, on the tulips, you've got those kind of crinkled edges with the lovely colours, so I was like, I want to show that with these extra pieces. So you can just use it as itself, by itself, like that, just the 2 pieces. I mean, 2 layers, you don't need to use all of them, but you can see the final end result is actually really nice once you've assembled it. So again, this one, I can kind of see that it follows that curve there. So I'll just pop that in place. So this 3rd layer is what has the most pieces, but you can kind of see how quickly I'm putting it together here. And this one follows this little curve here, like that. So like I said, I've already backed these with adhesive sheets, which is really nice. I don't have any glue residue then either, so that one follows curve of the top. This little one, it's like a little jigsaw puzzle to put them together. It's very satisfying, and it's actually very therapeutic as well, I think. Then this one goes on that top piece there. And lastly, this one. And that one follows that edge here. So you can see once you get started, it's actually really easy to assemble. It might look a bit daunting at first from the packaging image, but they are really easy to put together. And you can, like I said, you can mix and match them. You could create a lovely little bouquet. You could just use the tulips. You could just use the flower, or you can put them all together. So I'm just going to show you a couple of makes that I've done using these. And I'll show you. I've also used the stamps from chapter 1 as well that I've also designed, which are the spring sentiments. So these have got some really nice sentiments that go with like all the florals in chapter 1. This one I've used birthday wishes here. So this one I've used botanical washi tape from my collection here as a background. I've used Sizzix cardstock. This one's actually my botanical range. Some of the pinks there I've mixed and matched. Then I've done this one with a second flower. Again with another stamp there, and I've used some sequins just to add a bit of sparkle there, and again just some Sizzix cardstock there I used. And this one is actually one of Pete Hughes's makes, so I just grabbed these from him in the office today, and he's actually like curved the edges here, and he's just stuck down the 2nd and 3rd layer kind of loosely, so he's got like that extra little bit of dimension on the card. It's not all stuck flat. So once you've figured out how to assemble it, you can like have a play around with your sculpting kit and create different effects like that as well, which is lovely. And another one of Pete Hughes's creations. So this one, he's done this with some alcohol inks and some distress inks. He's kind of given that kind of depth effect just using inks, and like again, he's not stuck them down too accurately, so it's got a bit more dimension, and use that lovely embossing folder in the background as well, and just use one flower, dimensional tape to make it kind of stand out, which is lovely. And this one, so what I did with this one was I watercoloured some backgrounds first and then I cut them out. So I've used some oranges and yellows for the tulip and then some purples and pinks here, and I've just mixed them so it's kind of the same colour, but it just gives that little bit of depth. I just think that looks really pretty for spring. And then I've used a stamp set from the Spring Sentiments, my washi tape again, and some embossing powder on that, just to kind of add that little bit of shine. So I hope that's given you a little bit of an insight behind the idea of the design, and also given you some inspiring projects to get you started, and hopefully if you already got this die, you now know how to use it. So if you have purchased it and you've made some cards, home decor, any projects, I'd love to see them. So you can tag me, you can send me your pictures, or you can use the hashtag #mymakingstory over on Instagram. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.